For 3 weeks, a soccer team from Bob Jones University travels around the southern part of Brazil, using soccer as a tool to open doors to share the gospel. On May 9th, our team boarded a plane in Greenville, South Carolina, flew to Atlanta where we changed planes, and finally arrived in Rio de Janeiro 10 hours later. The soccer team is hand-selected by Mr. Gil Fremont, the man on the left in the picture. In the fall, he watches intramural soccer teams looking for talent. He looks not only for good soccer players, but for players with godly character as well. For 3 weeks, the team traveled to various cities and plays over 50 games against a variety of teams, from junior high teams to professional teams. This year, we even had the opportunity to play against a blind team. These guys you are watching are in fact blind. They know where the ball is only by the rattle that is in it. After we had been thoroughly impressed with their skills, they invited us to play against them. First they blindfolded us, then walked us around in circles, told us to take off our shoes and put them in the pile. They let us go and told us to find our shoes. Finding them was easy enough. Figuring out whose belonged to who was a lot harder. After we were finally done, they let us play. This, of course, was followed by our first real and most embarrassing loss of the trip. No, that's not a misprint. Enough said. Thankfully, though, as our coach said many times, this trip was not just about soccer. We used soccer only as a tool to build relationships, to open avenues of friendship, to find a common bond with the Brazilian people. Take, for instance, Edmondson and Mateus, who we met on the beach when we were playing soccer. They played with us for 45 minutes, and we were able to share with them the gospel. Every team we played was given tracts and a clear presentation from one of our team members. Our ministry, however, was not just soccer. We also visited a number of schools. Some of these were English-speaking schools, while others were traditional public schools. In each classroom, we were able to give a group presentation, and oftentimes had the opportunities to talk with the students one-on-one. It was a great chance for us to develop our soul-winning skills, and also giving us a passion for souls. Whether we were signing autographs for elementary students, taking pictures with high schoolers, or cheering on the junior hires that were following our bus, we always tried to make an impression. The impression of their need for Jesus Christ.
Joy, my King, in what you hear. May it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear.
Some of the schools wanted us to put on a basketball clinic for them. While none of us claimed to be great basketball players, it became one more opportunity for us to share the gospel. Through these many different methods, we were able to give the gospel to literally thousands and thousands of people, many of whom have probably never heard the gospel before, and who knows, they may never hear it ever again. Our third and final ministry was with the churches. We visited 8 different churches in only 7 cities. At one particular church, the events that they had planned for us that day were canceled. Rather than sit around doing nothing, the team volunteered to help fix things around the compound. We cleaned off their roof, replaced the planks that had been broken by a tree during a storm. We painted the building, and painted some more. And we even had a little fun while we were at it. Here's John attacking things with his machete. John, you're getting a little too close for me. Thank you. Thank you. Some of the guys had experience in fencing, so they were able to help out the missionaries by rebuilding one of the fences that had also fallen down. Most of the churches, however, had us do more common things, such as group singing in Portuguese and English, preaching, teaching Sunday school, but more importantly, the missionaries wanted us to be an encouragement to their young people. They wanted their teenagers to see that there are other godly young people in the world. Our team verse is 1 Corinthians 10:31. Whether therefore ye eat or drink or whatsoever ye do all to the glory of God. That means no matter what we're doing, whether it's touring a stadium, whether we're eating some more, or sleeping after we ate, we are doing everything to the glory of Christ. Perhaps the best symbol of our work in Brazil is the well-known Christ the Redeemer statue. The statue is visible from almost everywhere in Rio de Janeiro. Anyone can look up and see Christ offering his open arms. In a way, that was our job. We wanted people to look at us and see Christ offering his love. There are so many people who need the Savior. It is our job to win them to Him.
The faces of people everywhere, help me see lost souls in danger and headed to despair. Help me see the flame approaching around their fleeting days. Those who die without the Savior are lost to hellfire's blaze. Help me win the lost and see them in their need. Help me win the lost, salvation's cause to plead. Help me win the lost, oh Spirit, please empower. Help me win the lost, oh use me now this hour. As I gaze into the future and see the lost man's doom, help me always to remember there is an empty tomb. Oh Jesus, died for every sinner. He won the victory. Jesus lives, He is my Savior. Salvation's offered free. Help me win the lost and see them in their need. Help me win the lost, salvation's cause to plead. Help me win the lost, oh Spirit, please empower.